Alrighty. And we're back. Okay. So, yeah. There's a lot of households. Too many. But you have to remember that I combined like 3 failed attempts of this sort of save and put it all into this one. This is the 3rd attempt. So, the first save I spent a ton of time working on. But it was also, we had very few worlds back then, and I was working with a lot less. Okay, so this is Willow Creek. Who are you? I legitimately do not remember putting you here. But we'll mark you. Are y'all in here? Where are y'all? Show. This is gonna take forever. I'm just gonna play them in a minute. I'm just gonna play them and then have them. So, okay. The Burgess, who are made by Sims Lover 163. I'm slowly remembering. Alec and Miriam and their son Corey live in the countryside of the UK. They love raising animals and growing their own crops. Alec loves animals and cross-stitching. Miriam is a computer genius. She loves coding. Corey would rather learn things on his own. Okay. I think I added them for a little bit more family-oriented stuff. Okay, so we have the Ulrich. Ulrich is here, which I don't actually... Ugh, I haven't written all that down. Okay, so we have Will, who was briefly seen. We have Cadence. Cadence and Will are siblings. Will is the older one of the two. And then Darren is Cadence's son. Now, loads of books. Here is Will's Cafe. Well, it's a half cafe, half laundromat. And thanks to Darren, the coffee shop's kind of hip and everything else, and the laundromat is just a piece of absolute garbage. It's kind of a dumpster lot, but you know, I mean, if it works, you know? So, yeah, seeing it's a filthy lot challenge. So yeah, this is where they live. I haven't set this up yet and everything else. Now, they do have a bit of drama. You can see that right there with Cadence. Darren's dad is a toxic piece of garbage. And unfortunately, it turned into an abusive relationship that Cadence did have to escape, but it left a mark. Darren was really young at the time. He didn't remember. So Cadence fled to her brother, and her brother, who is a freakin', is a slob, and he's also paranoid. You know, he's never really... He wasn't necessarily around a ton at the beginning of the relationship. He and Cadence don't have the best relationship, really. But when push came to shove, he came in for his little sister. Took her and her boy in. When I get this all set up, it's basically going to be like a trailer park, essentially. But you can see the marks on his face. Well, part of those came from the fight that it took to make sure his sister and his nephew were fine. So yeah, that's their story. Now we have the Fausts over here. We have Noelle, Darian, Talon, and Mika. So they are a supernatural family. We have Noelle, who is a caster. And we've got Darian, who is a mermaid. We have twins Talon, who is a caster, and we've got Mika, who is a mermaid. Really, they don't have a massive scary backstory or anything like that. They're just a loving family. They do the best they can. She's not part of the council. He's not necessarily part of the mermaids or whatever. He kind of left that a little bit to be with Noelle, and they just are like, screw it, we're gonna be happy, living our life, having our kids over here. Yeah, that's Willow Creek. So now Oasis Springs, we have a lot more. This is one of the worlds where I prominently was working on things in the first save. So we've got Gray here. What the hell are you wearing? He's a astronaut, loner guy who's basically just here. He just moved, trying to figure things out. Bit of a loner, so it's going to be hard on him, but he's active and he's very ambitious, and you know, he wants to be an astronaut. Then we've got Granger here. She is the orphanage, the orphan caretaker for this save. So all of these children are able to be adopted. I do need to set up the orphanage more though, and just whatnot. But she is the current caretaker for them. So if any children, for whatever reason, are supposed to go to social services, story or otherwise, they're going to go to her instead. Currently we have Patrick Harper, Carly Hudson, Abra Jean, what? Okay. And then Lily Bernstein. So now we have Evangeline Fate. She is a spellcaster. She is known as the quote-unquote good witch. And as you can see over here, there's another Fate sister, i.e. the bad witch, Felicity. They're essentially twins, but one's evil, one's good, and yeah. Evangeline here, she wants to own a flower shop right here eventually and run her own little flower shop and do whatnot. Felicity, she just kind of likes chaos. We've got our wonderful Tyree Pacheco, a creepy vampire, and I love him. He loves cats, he loves the outdoors, which is a problem because he's a vampire, and he's also erratic, and I love him. For the most part, he's pretty set up. He is, yeah. We've got the Desert Balloon Park, which is probably one of my best pride and joys of building. I think I made that. Did I? I think I made that. I remember making that. I'm kind of whatever on that. We've got Rivers over here. She is my pet adoption agency lady. So Lynn Rivers over here. We've got Shiloh, Juniper, Richie, and Betty currently available for adoption. So again, once you adopt, go to Lynn, do all that. That's what happens when we play her. I do need to set her up some more so she could be available. DeVries. We've got Rylan and his teenage daughter, Kaylee. They're fairly set up. They're fairly good. And then Liberty, who I showed earlier, is his ex. They just did not get along very well. So eventually just cut it. He's a recent divorcee. Kaylee's really upset. It's not a great time. Then we've got the Kenyans over here with Daniel, Blair, Tessa, and then little baby Tracy. Now you can see why I did not want Blair to die. When did Tracy get here, Blair? I don't remember. I don't remember making you pregnant. Oh my god. Oh no. Then we have the doggo, Bea. And who the hell are these little hellhounds? Oh no! I don't remember y'all. I still need to set them up some more. They are a small, hardworking, basically a farming household. I need to set them up for more farming type stuff. But that's what we have in Oasis Springs for now. So essentially, who needs to be set up? Kenyans. Technically Felicity and Evangeline. Definitely the Grangers. Maybe Gray for a little bit. Pacheco should be fine. They're fine. And Rivers. So, pretty much most of Oasis Springs. Now, we've got the Newcrests, which... Oh, another household that I got from Sims Lover. The Papadopoulos family are from... I'm gonna butcher this. Heraklion, the capital of the Greek island of Crete. Crete? Constantina and Nikos are proud owners of a restaurant, which I need to set up, which is best known for its heroes, moussaka and spanakopita. Their 3 daughters, Daphne, Evangelia, that's a pretty name, and Maria, put a smile on their faces, especially after a hard day at the family restaurant. Yeah. So that's gonna be their story. I gotta set up the family restaurant, probably across the street or somewhere nearby. I don't know. They're on the table. Morns over here. Derek and his wife Elena are both spellcasters. Derek Warren comes from a very prominent family. Elena is... her surname was Bliss. Yeah. They're kind of setting things up. He's a detective in the normal sim force, and she likes gardening, potion making, and she wants to own a potion shop. They need to be set up as well. They're not like newlyweds by any stretch of the imagination, but you know. This is going to be a long episode. Sorry, I'm just kind of going off. I don't think I've ever shown this. I'm having a little bit of fun. Windenburg. The other thing I was kind of working on a decent amount. I think it was Windenburg and Oasis Springs that I worked on the most. Rivers. So this is Lynn's mama, Bristol. Now, Bristol is an elderly lady, but she takes in the stray cats. She takes in stray cats, she teaches them some things, she gets them kind of ready for adoption, and then from there they go to Oasis Springs to Lynn's animal sanctuary where they can be adopted. So she lives over here, and honestly she just can't wait for her children to give her grandbabies. She just needs to. Her husband died when her children were somewhat young, so she never remarried. She just worked her ass off, and she's got 2 really good kids to show off for it. Oh, Lynn's a social media influencer, I think. Yeah, so makes sense with the whole adoption agency thing too. McCain, who is pretty much set up and good to go for his deal. Tristan McCain. He is in the, somewhere in the video playlist, hopefully. Yeah. Now we have the Tereses. Mafia family through and through. We have the siblings Raylan, Cadence, and Damon. Or wait, is Elena, is it Raylan, Damon, and Elena? Or actually, I don't know, I think all of these are siblings. All 3 of these, the 3 girls and the 1 guy, Damon. They're all siblings, their parents died, big mafia scandal. Damon is married to Anika, now that I'm remembering that. Kind of an arranged marriage, if you will. But yeah, this is their home. They kind of need to get them all set up again. And the only other thing I can remember is that Raylan here is a bit childish, and she is not able to have children, which sucks because she would actually like to. And I think she's a chef. I think she's kind of figuring that out. We've got the Top It Off Cafe there. Now we've got the Guardians, where Dorothy Lamb is living with Jim LaSalle. Dorothy is part alien. Jim is full alien. And the Lighthouse Captivation is their hotspot for the Guardians. So yeah, another club I'm very happy with having built. We've got that. Now we have the Stones over here, Dane and Eve. Immigrants from Ash Shore, which was stormy days. Sims 4 project back in the day. God, that feels like a million years ago. Brother and sister, 24-year-old Eve and 26-year-old Dane, both total players. Eve hates children after giving birth to her son Grace, and they hightailed it out of Ash Shore. Enjoy. So yeah, I have no idea where their story's gonna go, but they need to be played. Here is the boy Wesley, Lynn's sister, and Bristol's son. He is the resident vet of the save, and also, as you can see, he's the dog rescue. Why is there a puppy? Why is there a puppy? Wesley, no! Oh, shit. I need to start getting these people to adopt animals, like, damn. But, yeah, and then this is the vet thing. He needs to be set up. Yeah. And then we have a, bookstore where my plan is to sell books that have been written in the world there. So, yeah, I was kind of happy with it. I think I still need to keep working on it a little bit, but I actually kind of forgot about that. Anyway, options here. I think everybody except for McKay and Rivers. San Myshuno. This is kind of where we start getting a little easier. We just played Kellen here. We've got Glenn. We've got Liberty. Okay, so him. Ian Glenn. Okay. Ian Glenn is the abusive ex. Yes. Unfortunately for him, well, unfortunately for the world, you see, he's just a criminal punk. But he's a criminal punk who tried to pickpocket the wrong person on the street and got bit for it, and voila, he's now a vampire, and voila, it's not good. He's navigating that. He lives here. And then we've got Liberty Blakely, who is Kaylee's mom and Ryland's ex. This is where she lives, where she's trying to piece together her life after an unhappy marriage. Yeah. So, they're up for it. Michael's. I don't know when you got here, but okay. I don't remember that. Yeah. So that's that. The old salt strip juice box is right there. Okay. So basically those two are up. Of course, we've got Electra right there, who I need to set up a little bit more, but I think I'll do that off camera. That's where she lives. I'm fully aware people are probably falling asleep by now. Who the hell are you? Oh, that's right. The owner of the bookstore. Still trying to figure out what to do with her. We've got Derek's parents over here, Kelly and Hugh, who I still need to keep setting up. Hugh is a chief of police, and then Kelly is a big-time musician, essentially story-wise, and of course Derek's trying to follow in his father's footsteps and become a really good detective. And then we have Faust right over here. Griffin, his mom and dad are the Fausts from Willow Creek, and his deal is he lives in a haunted mansion, and I was gonna have him be a animal, because he comes from the second rendition of when I tried to do this sort of save, and I wanted him to be the animal adoption person, because he loves animals and stuff like that, but I've got Lynn, so I'm not entirely sure. Any ideas? Del Sol doesn't have anybody. Strangerville has one person. 2 people. Forgot about you. Decided to throw her in here. She's a person. I don't know. Let's see where her story goes. I don't know. I made her a while ago. For stream. Alright, Marie, who is the youngest of the many Ray siblings. As you can see, she likes adventure, and so, you know, Stranger was kind of perfect for her. She's also a mermaid in a desert. Send her help. Sulani has a few people. Okay. So we've got Wellings over here, Cassandra, who... Huh? When did you get that? I don't remember that. Okay, whatever. She's a fashionista slash streamer, influencer type person living in the beautiful Sulani and whatnot. She's an on again, off again relationship with another sim who lives in Mount Komorebi, Elena's little brother. We've got the Rays here, Mama, Coral, well, Grandmama and Grandpapa, Alan, Coral. The eldest, Breeze, right, we already met her, and then Breeze's daughter, Golly. They live here. They are essentially the head of the mermaids and whatnot. Over here is Lore, who is Breeze's separated husband a bit. He's also a mermaid, not so great, but he is trying to, well, he loves his daughter, Golly. He's evil, though, and, you know, kind of at odds. And it's just a big mess. It's just a big mess, okay? Who knows where that's gonna go? Then we have the Kaplans over here. We got Lila and her boys, Demario and Devante. Believe one or both are in college, and yeah, I'm not entirely certain what I want from them, but yeah, kind of figure it out, I guess, right? Glimmerbrook, we have Mom and Dad Westfall over here. Amira and Ezekiel, they own the Elixirs and Brews 22 Redo by the lovely Lori. I have been grinding on them so hard that I am so tired of playing them. But they are a established and very nice, very powerful, esteemed sorcerer, or esteemed frickin' family. It is at this moment I've decided I'm going to make this just 2 videos. There's no way I'm having an hour-long Sims video. It's not happening. Who decided to move in? Whatever. Okay. That's just supposed to be an academy for casters. Just leave it alone. Yeah, I'm getting tired of playing them. And then here's the Nims, who have their boy Tyr, and then Evandal and Tiana. Tiana does not like werewolves. She got attacked by one and just is terrified of them. Evandal is evil. But these two families are both very powerful, and they wanted Electra to marry Tyr and like have a union of the families and whatnot, but Electra kind of ran away from that, and yeah, it's caused a bit of a strain. It's a little weird. I gotta set them up too, but I'm slightly tired of spellcasters right now. So we have the Brightchester, we got Rosie Mirth here, who I don't know what I'm doing with you, but you're in here. We have the Santos brothers, Avery, and Luca. They are vampires. They are going to be, kind of, well, how do I say this? They both are in a crime ring. They're the head of the crime ring. They're also vampires in college, masquerading as, you know, sophomores. So that's fun. Partiers and whatnot, but they're fairly decent at organized crime. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, and I think I might connect them to him, to Ian. I don't know, still trying to decide. What do y'all think? Now we have Evergreen Harbor. Oh, that's a nightmare. I didn't put you there. Okay, whatever. Carsons are here, which are more people from, Ashore. After the Carsons left Ashore due to the differences in opinion with the rest of society, daughter Janelle picked up the slack and joined a criminal gang to take care of her elderly parents. For the first time in her life, she excelled at something, stealing and being a criminal. She rose through the ranks and made just enough for them to get them to a city far, far away. But can they survive the coming winter? That's a great question. Yeah, she's gonna be part of a crime ring. Grand question as to what? I don't know yet. This is where Moon is living. He's here, trying to decide what his deal with life is gonna be. I don't know. We'll find out. He just kind of, you know, set off on his own. Alright, now we've got this area. As you can see, this is where I haven't deleted everything yet. This is where... So we've got Camacho, who... When I tried playing her, she died on me. I think I made a video on that a long time ago. And I was so upset because I lost... I thought I lost her, but I didn't lose her. She's still in my gallery, which is great. So Avery 2.0. Don't die again, please. And then we've got Bliss over here. This here is Timothy. He is a spellcaster. He's a bit of an adventurous, bit of a hothead. Elena's his older sister, so he kind of has... But he's a bit of a troublemaker, so both the Morin men have to keep reminding him, don't do magic in front of normal people. What the hell, buddy? Basically. And then Cassandra. Cassandra is his on-again, off-again girlfriend. He really, 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 really likes her. Does she really like him? Difficult to say. But she is convinced she is the love of his life. But she's a human. How would that work? He also wants to be an astronaut. So yeah. Slight problems. But yeah, he basically ran as far as he could from Elena and Derek, because I mean he was kind of a teenager when they got married. Elena and Timothy's parents died due to spellcaster, basically a supernatural war, basically vampires, werewolves, what have you. But Timothy, you know, he wants a little bit more of the human world, and a little less of the spellcaster world. But he is a spellcaster. He can't run away from it, you know? But he can try! Hinford on Bagley. Who are you? Somebody I put in the world, apparently. Okay. We've got a group house, essentially. Yeah, we've got a group house for some teenagers here. Arya takes care of them, and then we've got Alexis, Lila, Quinarius, and Abram. We have some pets and puppies! Oh my god, no! So yeah, this is essentially just a group home for teens, which is lovely. We have the Atwoods here. Who, I think I grabbed some of Tiger's Sims, made slight modifications, and gave them a bunch of children. Jenny, Ben, Dakota. Ben and Dakota are twins, and then we have Kason. Farming family here, of course, because we all need farmers. We've got the We've got Parker Grant, who is a werewolf, and his freaky brother Nikolai. What the hell? He left the packs and stuff in Moonwood Mills. Left his brother there because he thought his brother would be in safer hands with the Moonwood Collective, even though Parker himself did not agree. Well, Nikolai ran away and found his brother, and they're kind of currently mad at each other, but yeah. And then we have Bags. He's an alien. He doesn't remember how he got here. Yeah, he's not doing so good. He fished up those pair of pants. It's the only thing he owns. Okay, Tartosa. We have Ray. we've got Star. I think this is the final Ray sibling here. She kind of wants to be a fashionista type person, find true love in the world of love and all of that. We have the Lot sisters. Oh yeah, Lori! These are your Sims. I put them in here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them story-wise, but we'll figure it out. They're an option. They kind of need to be set up a little bit. And then Nunez here. The idea for Aylin is a vampire running a daycare using the daycare mod. So I need to set her up and also make her a vampire and see how that would work. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare. She'll be connected to the brothers. Probably. Moonwood Mill, how many we got over here? Of course, we've got them from the stream who need to be finished, but for the most part, I think I'm happy with where they are. And that's it. Okay, so really, I'll just finish them up off screen. Copperdale, we got 2 households. We got Kozak here. Svetlana Kozak, who's just here in Copperdale. I think she wants to be a teacher or something. Is teaching a profession in this game? I don't remember. Professor might be it. And then we've got Sector 637. We've got Brenda, Nolan, Cheyenne, and Bradley. I think I streamed them a little bit, but I still need to keep getting them set up. Essentially, they're all aliens. They're all here to integrate into society and essentially possibly do a bit of a takeover. Or at least have more aliens, make more aliens, steal DNA, whatever they gotta do. And San Sequoia is empty because this is the newest pack. I just streamed, recorded for an entire hour. Okay, well, yeah. Essentially the way I've been doing it is Xing out worlds I don't want to play. Like, for this next time, right? I just played in San Myshuno, so dink, dink. Don't want to do Forgotten Hollow right now, dink, dink. Glimmerbrook off, dink, dink. And then I count up the rest of the worlds that have people that I need to work on. I randomly roll a number, and then after that I roll again after I assign households, and then I just grab that household. So that's how I have been doing it, but considering I kind of want to record this a little bit more and stuff, let me know if anyone sounded interesting, or you want to see me in a particular world. Or, I guess Russian roulette is an option. Yeah. Oh, the save needs a lot of work. But at the same time, you know, I mean, I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of them I feel, well, not maybe a lot of them, but a decent amount of them, you know, the setup will be easy, so it won't take long. Like with Kellen, it just won't take long. Some of it's a little bit more complicated. So I just gotta do it. But anyway. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I don't know. Sorry for the rambling, but in case anyone was kind of wondering what my setup was, who I had, all of that, well, you know now. So yeah, I'm gonna go through, grab all these families that I put down that didn't get snuck onto my... Move into other households. Move into my households. Well, maybe they're actually fine then. I guess they are anyway. Alright, well. Let me know who you want to see next. If anybody. Or I'll just pick again. Have a great week. Have a great week, guys. Bye!